Dear student, I am Dr. A. Selin Vironicka, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application, Bishop People College, Trichy. Today we discuss pointers and files in C programming. Pointers and files, these are the subheadings. First, we should know what is the definition for the pointer. A pointer is a derived data type in C. Pointers contains memory addresses as their values. A pointer is a variable whose value is the address of another variable. That is direct address of the memory location. Like any variable or constant, you must declare a pointer before using it to store any variable address. Pointers can be used to access and manipulate data stored in the memory. Features of pointers. Pointers save memory space. Memory is accessed efficiently with the pointers. The pointer assigns and realizes the memory as well. Hence, it can be said the memory of pointers is dynamically allocated. Pointers are used with the data structures. They are useful for representing two-dimensional and multi-dimensional arrays. An array of any type can be accessed with the help of pointers without considering its subscript range. Pointers are used for file handling. Pointers are used to allocate memory dynamically. In C++, a pointer declared to a base class could access the object of a derived class. However, a pointer to a derived class cannot access the object of base class. This is pointer declaration. Pointer Pointers store the address of variables or a memory location. Syntax data type star variable underscore name. Data type is the type of data the pointer will point to like int, float, etc. Example, pointer denotes PTR, holds the address of an integer variable or holds the address of memory whose values can be accessed and integer values through PTR. Int star PTR semicolon. Pointer declaration integer int star PTR, character char star CPTR, float star FPTR, assigning address to a pointer int a equal to 10 semicolon into star PTR equal to ampersand a semicolon. PTR now holds the address of a. Accessing value using a pointer, re-referencing prints value of a using pointer. Pointers and arrays. Pointers and arrays act like a constant pointer to the first element of array. To manipulate array using pointers, one must use pointer arithmetic. Array name as a pointer. The name of an array represents the address of its first element. Next, pointer arithmetic. The perform operation like ptr plus 1 to move to the next element in the array. Accessing array element with the pointers, star ptr plus I is equivalent to array I. Next, this is the example of pointers and arrays. Slash include studio.h. Declare the main function. The execution of the program starts from the main function, declaring an integer array, array 5, next 10 to 50. This is create an array, named array with 5 elements, ARR, declaring a pointer int star ptr equal to ARR. Here ptr is a pointer to an integer and it is assigned the address of the first element of array. In C, the name of an array ARR acts as a pointer to its first element, using a for loop to print the array element. for int I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Illustrate through all 5 elements of a array. Star ptr plus I access the array element using pointer arithmetic. Ptr plus I moves the pointer to the ith position in the array. Next, star ptr plus I gets the value stored at that position. Printing the first element of the array, ptr gives the value of the first element, array 0. Print the second element of the array, star ptr plus 1 gives the value of the second element, array 1. Returning a 0 to indicate a successful execution. This is the output. Array 0 equal to 10, array 1 equal to 2, array 2 equal to 30, array 3 equal to 40, array 4 equal to 50. First element is 10, second element 20. Array of pointers. An array of pointers is an array where each element is a pointer to another data type like int, char, float, etc. This is especially useful when we want to work with multiple variables or strings dynamically. Syntax data type star array underscore name size. Data type, the type of data the pointer will be point to like int, float, char, etc. Star array underscore name indicates it's an array of pointers. Size, the number of elements in the array. Array of pointers example, declaring variable, three integer variable a equal to 10, b equal to 20 and c equal to 30 are created. Creating an array of pointers. This create an array of pointers that stored the address of a, b and c. Accessing values using pointers. The for loop illustrates through the array and printf the values of a, b and c using star array I. Star array I gets the values stored at the memory address in array I. Output value of array 0 equal to 10, value of array 1 equal to 20, value of array 2 equal to 30. Pointers to pointers. A pointer to a pointer, also known as the double pointer, is a variable that stored the address of another pointer. This is useful when we want to work with dynamic memory allocation, 2D arrays, or functions that modify pointers. Syntax data type double star pointer underscore to underscore pointer. Data types is the type of data the pointer will be point to like int, integer, character, float, etc. Double star pointer underscore to underscore pointer indicates that is a pointer to a pointer. Pointer to pointers example variable declaration num is a regular integer variable initialized to 50. Pointer to number, ptr is a pointer that stored the memory address of number. pptr is a pointer to a pointer means stored the address of ptr. Printing values, num print 50 direct access, star ptr print 50 dereferencing ptr to access number, double star pptr print 50 dereferencing ptr twice to access number, modifying number using pptr. Since pptr print to ptr and ptr print to number, changing star ptr modified number, printing the modified value, uh, number is 100. Next topic, files. Introduction. File handling is the storing of data in a file using a program. The programs stored results and other data of the program to a file using file handling in C. Also, we can extract fetch data from a file to work with it in the program. File operations, naming a file, opening an existing file, reading data from an existing file, writing data to a file, closing the file standard library. Two ways to perform the operation in C. Low level input and users Unix, high level input output and users functions in C. Streams and file types. Streams provide an interface between the program and the input-output device like the keyboard, monitor and files. A stream, especially a sequence of bytes that flow into or out of the program. We categorized streams into two main types. Standard stream. C provides three standard streams that are automatically opened when a program starts. Stream std in standard input using keyboard, std out standard output usually screen, std err standard error for error messages. File streams. When working with files, C uses file streams to handle file operations. There are two types of file stream. Text files means we are using alphabet. Binary files we are using zeros and ones. Text file stores data in human readable format. Binary file stores data in machine readable format. This is step for file operations. There are three steps: opening a file, performing operations, closing the file. Opening a file must be opened before performing any operation: read, write, and append. The fopen function is used to open a file with a specific mode. Example: read, write, append. Performing operations. Depending on a mode, data can be read from or write returned to the file. Functions like fprintf, fputs, and fwrite are used for writing. Functions like fscanf, fgets, and fread are used for reading. Closing the file. After completing operation, the file must be closed using fclose. File input output. A file represents a sequence of bytes regardless of it being a text file or a binary file. C programming language provides access on high level functions as well as low level. This is OS level calls to handle file on your storage device. Create, open, close text or binary files for the data storage. File input output involves three primary operations: open a file, fopen, reading, writing, closing a file. Opening a file, fopen. To work with file using fopen, it returns a file star pointer. File opening mode or open for reading, W open for writing, A open for appending, RB read binary file, WB write binary file.